Everybody out here in Scottsdale, Arizona, attending a supplier meeting. And as I always mentioned, Google is one of the best tools out there to target those who are already problem aware, such as ad needs. They go on Google, they type in funeral home near me, Las Vegas funeral homes. It's to target those who have intention already. So Google typically is to target those who are near needs, imminent need. But also sometimes our clients like, hey, we also started seeing more Preneed leads to come in because, right, if it's they're thinking about pre-arranging their funeral, they might also still go on Google, type in funeral home near me, Las Vegas funeral homes. But predominantly Google is a perfect tool to target those who are imminent need, near need situation. Then in the last couple years, we are trying to figure out, is there anything digitally that we can use to help our clients generate more Preneed leads to replace their direct mails? So far, no holy grail. I came from R&D background, so we're always innovating, always testing. Unfortunately, we haven't found the holy grail yet. Because mailers, there's a lot of good friction involved, right? Anytime you send out, let's say, 1,000 pieces of direct mails to the families, they chose to open that direct mail, right? Especially that baby boomer crowd, they still love that physical touching stuff. So when they open that mailer, they read that direct mail, and typically a couple pages, so they might spend about 5 minutes with that mailer, and it got them intrigued enough to write down their information and to put a stamp on there and for the business reply mail. Now they're anxiously waiting for you to call them. So there's a lot of friction involved with that interaction. Thus, even as 1% response rate, 0.8% response rate, you still get good returns out of it because these are typically a little bit warmer, hotter leads. But digitally, if it's interruption-based marketing, right, you're trying to get people interested in pre-needs, they're not looking for you. That's why everybody is running Facebook ads these days to target those who are 65 and plus for women. But even if you use the lead form or send them to a landing page, right, to add friction, that's what we do. We send them to landing pages to add friction. But still, those leads, they're not going to be as hot compared to direct mails. Anything digitally, typically they're not as hot because now you're following the ACC model. Awareness, in the beginning when you saw your ad, you're just creating awareness. Then you move them down to the consideration stage. Then you move them down to the conversion stage. There's no way digitally you send them directly to the conversion stage. So far, we haven't cracked the code on that. That's why I just want to let people know, hey, Facebook ads, the expectation out of these Facebook ads when you're using it to drive Preneed leads is, yes, it can drive Preneed leads for you, but typically those are folks who are still in the awareness and a little bit in the consideration stage. You have to nurture them, right? They're not just going to be as hot compared to mailers. So how we use it is great for top of mind awareness. You're constantly in front of those who are 65 and plus for women. You want to talk to them, you want to resonate with them. Then the byproduct of that is now they will put in their information, maybe requesting pre-planning guide, getting them to a seminar, right? So, but you still, the expectation of these Facebook ads, there's no holy grail, right, with this. It will not replace mailers. I would consider it as another lead generation tool where the leads aren't going to be as hot, where you have to train your staff on how to respond to these leads. To increase odds is you have to follow up with these leads right away, on the same day. And you gotta have a good nurturing sequence in place. Email nurturing, multi-nurturing sequence, email, like day 1, send an email, day 3, remind the agent to call them, day 5, send out a direct mail pieces, right? Anything digitally, not just this industry, anything, right, Facebook ads that's being generated, typically That's the model. You don't just, somebody saw your ad, they buy right away. That is almost impossible with anything digitally. Okay, so the main thing here is want to let everybody know out there, because a lot of people are kind of asking us, hey, have you found a holy grail? We've been doing a lot of R&D in the background, not just Facebook ads, Google Display Network, remarketing. We always innovating, test out different landing pages. So far, no holy grail, but you just got to figure out how to work with these different type of leads. It could really help you supplement what you're getting out of mailers. You just have to do a little bit differently, nurture them differently, right? And now you got another type of leads that you can follow up with. If any questions, reach out to me.